I'm here at Fantasiana Erlebnispark for the second year in a row. I was here last year to ride Wild Train before it closed, and now I'm back here because I just happened to be on a family trip to Austria here to ride Helios, the brand new Mack Striker coaster. By the way, you can hear the onboard audio from here when it goes around, so that's a good assurance that it's loud, which is awesome. Anyway, I'm super excited for this. I've already ridden Voltron. That's a fantastic coaster, one of the best things I've ever been on. Obviously, I don't expect this little ride to be quite as good, but nonetheless, I expect it to be quite an awesome thrill ride. Otherwise, this is a really nice park. It's very scenic, very beautiful, and well themed. And this is exactly what they needed as well, because Wild Train did not fit in. Not anymore with how they've changed the park over the years. And this fits in perfectly from what I've seen. So I'm very excited to give it a ride. I'm here for a couple hours today. Meanwhile, my family is in Salzburg right now, which I have been to before. So instead, they dropped me off here. So I can spend maybe 3 or 4 hours here. We'll see. But my main purpose today is simply to ride Helios. I'm also going to go for the dark ride because I was closed last year. And of course, Knight's Ride Tower, because that is just an awesome drop tower. Otherwise, that's pretty much my priorities today. So it's not going to be a full theme park vlog because I already did that one last year. You can go check that out to get my first reactions to the park and several of the rides here, including Wild Train, but also stuff like the drop tower and such. There it goes. And look at that hang time. Oh boy. I'm so excited for this. So let's get it. I'm super fucking pumped now. And already it is so different seeing this place compared to how it looked when Wild Train was here last year. We saw a little bit of the construction of this, but yeah, now it's a fully themed area and it's looking fucking great so far. Anyway, I'm not gonna wait any longer. I've been filming some clips and I can't wait. We gotta go do it. Okay, so that was my first ride on Helios. I sat in the right wing seat in the front row. I've heard the right wing seat is best for a couple of the elements, and that's just where I actually ended up. I'm standing right here next to the model, by the way, because now I can finally say that last year I was actually lucky enough to be invited in to see that very model by an employee of Fantasiana. In last year's vlog, I wasn't allowed to mention that. Now I finally can. So I've known about the layout for about a year now, and to finally ride it is simply fantastic. First of all, it's definitely smoother than Voltron. It does have a shake and a rattle, and I sat in the wing seat to be fair, but it's definitely not as terrible as on Voltron, where the rattle really digs into your head. In this instance, it's there, but it's just fine. Now the layout itself, some moments were a bit less extreme than I hoped for, and some other moments delivered a little more than I expected. For starters, I hope to get some proper good ejector on this ride. I wouldn't necessarily say I got any strong ejector on it though. I got a couple of moments of weaker ejector, as well as a moment or two that I thought would be ejector and then was perhaps floater airtime instead, particularly the jump into the station fly through barrel roll. But then also this wave turn here, I've heard, is pretty forceless, but at least in the right wing seat, it gave some pretty killer floater airtime. It was really fun. There's also some great whip and awesome hang time on this thing. A bit of nice positive forces as well. It's overall a really great thrill coaster. Just like I expected, it's by no means one of the best coasters I've ridden or anything, but it's a really great thrill ride, and I think a perfect fit for here because it's thrilling, it's got airtime, it's got inversions and hang time, and it's funky, it's modern, it's really well themed. The onboard audio is amazing and fits the layout perfectly as well, but it's also not, you know, this huge, extreme, world-class ride that completely blows the rest of the park out of the water. It fits in the park. So overall, yeah, I think I expected just a tad more out of it on this first ride. I'm not here right at opening, so it has had a couple hours to warm up as well, but I hope to get, you know, a lot of rides in many different seats. I think the line took maybe 15, maybe 20 minutes, which is pretty quick considering that the parking lot is completely stacked, so I expected to wait 45 minutes or more in line. So I'm very positively surprised there. I'm gonna get more rides in than I expected probably, unless my luck runs out, that is. But yeah, overall first impressions, really like it. I'm super excited to ride it more, but it definitely needs to grow on me, and I definitely need to try it in many different seats. And I think this justifies a re-ride now in the back row. Another funny thing I've noticed is that there's always a lot of people going out of the line again. Whenever I've gone in, there's like 6 or 7 people just going out and running out, almost as if they're regretting it. So I wonder if the main clientele for this park, if this is a little too intense for them. And a lot of people are like regretting going in line because there's nothing wrong with it so far, you know, reliability wise. So it's not because it's closing down. It's just an interesting thing I've noticed. Okay, here we go, back row ride. Left side this time. Whoa! 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 Oh, this is better! Better. That's better. And now I did a back row ride, this time on the opposite side, on the left side, and I gotta say that's better than the front right. There's one element that's definitely better on the right wing seat, the wave turn right there, but the rest of the whippy elements and so on, I would say are either the same or better on the left side. And back row is also better. I just found the airtime to be a little more punchy in the back row, especially on the step down after the big outer bank. And even the outer bank was a little better on this ride as well. Overall though, most of the ride was kind of the same. So it's really good. I like it a little bit better now for sure. And by the way, I love how loud the onboard audio is, by the way. And also considering it's a one train off, because I'm pretty sure they only have one train purchased in general. Considering that, and there's only one operator as well, the fact that you can get on in like 15-20 minutes is pretty incredible. But one thing that's definitely notable when you sit on the left side, and probably in the back row as well, I'm guessing, is that first drop. That is so amazing in that seat. It's super whippy. You get thrown to the left side. It's fantastic. It's definitely up there amongst drops I've done. Absolutely loved it. Now it's time to go find some lunch, and also shout out to Tulin. You're amazing. Well, I'm not going to do the lock flume today due to time. I will say, since I did it last year, that is a really good lock flume. It's a lot of fun. You get pretty wet, and it's got some very fun, unique tricks. Definitely do that one if you're here. Alright, I'm here on Sinbad. Didn't get to ride this last year, and oddly enough, there's no operator here, so that's a bit strange.
Ahoi! Ich bin Sinbad, der Herr der 7 Meere, rettet euch fest.
Shot by cannon. Oh wow! Oh, lift hill. This is already. Oh wow! This is already more than I expected it to be. of that one part of Red Dead Redemption 2. I agree, buddy. I agree. Oh, whoa! Oh, that was cool as hell. Oh, hello. Hi, friend. That's me getting 3 hours of sleep right there. Hey, this is Eitulen. Hey, Gandalf. No, that's Sauron. Is this Harry Potter? Oh, they're getting closer.
Ahoy! Ahoy! Ahoy!
Ahoy indeed. Alright, that was a very interesting dark ride. I really liked it. that was a lot of fun. Sinbad's Adventure. Honestly, I kind of forgot the full name of the dark ride, but Sinbad at least. That was a really fun dark ride. I really like that. It's definitely a little bit old-fashioned, old technology. You can definitely feel that in the ride itself and see it in the theming. But that being said, it's very creative. It's got a lot of cool scenes and some effects I definitely didn't expect. So all in all, that is a really cool dark ride. I really like that. Definitely something I would love to ride again if I ever make my way back here. Because that ride there is definitely one of the best rides here. Hey, buddy, I missed you. Knight's Ride Tower is a ride that I forget how good it is. That is a phenomenal drop tower. It's a really cool dark ride as well with the scenes it's got. It's got Beasley Bob from Tenacious D and some dragons and stuff, and it's just really cool. It's a great experience overall. And the drop itself is powerful. You have a very loose, long lap bar that everybody shares. And for me at least, I have a lot of space between me and the lap bar. And when you then drop, you fly up. I am not touching my seat. It is fantastic, very sustained ejector. It might be a pretty short tower, but that airtime slaps hard. That is definitely up there amongst the best drop towers I've done. It's easily the second best right here, by far. Another thing that I should note is also, I'm not riding Fridolin's verrückter Zauberexpress today, but I did do it last year. And one thing that's definitely easy to note here is that for a kiddie/family launch coaster, this is a great ride, especially if you're a full family or if you've got kids of your own. And generally, it's a really fun ride. Even for us enthusiasts, we had a lot of fun on this last year, so can definitely vouch for doing that as well when you're here. It goes without saying, that is a wonderful SBF Star Flyer. Absolutely gorgeous views of a lot of fields and then very tall alpine mountains in the background. You can't go wrong with that. That's incredible. And the fact that it also has original onboard audio as well and a lot of good theming in the queue line, that is a fantastic flat ride. And it summarizes this park pretty greatly. It might be small, it might not have a lot of rides on offer, but they make the most out of what they got and make incredible theming and awesome rides with a lot of variety as well, and really go all in with the overall experience on things. And well, let's go do that. And that concludes my day here at Fantasiana Erlebnispark, my second ever visit. I ended up only having about 3.5 hours here, so I only got to do 8 rides in total. And since there was a bit more of a crowd today than last year I got to do so many more rides and also 15 rides on Wild Train. But today I got 1 on Sinbad, 1 on Knight's Right Tower. I did the Starflyer as well because, to be honest, I just really felt like it. And then I got 5 rides on Helios. All rides, by the way, in the wing seat. I never sat in the middle, so I wouldn't even be able to compare that. Honestly, the wing seats are just fine regarding smoothness, far smoother than Voltron is. And the wing seats on Helios just have amazing laterals. I got 2 front row rides. Those are the ones you saw in the POVs. My first and final ride were in the front row right seat. I got 1 ride in the back row right seat and then 2 rides in the back row left seat. The back row left wing is easily my favorite seat on the ride, simply because the first drop as well as the barrel roll down drop both have incredible width, very strong and aggressive laterals while going down both elements on that side, and particularly in the back row as well. Hey, look, there's a slight crack. But yeah, my final conclusion on Helios is that that is a fantastic ride. And there's a pretty big difference in how it's gonna ride regarding where you sit. On the right side, there are 2 elements that are definitely better, that being the wave turn, as well as the station fly-through barrel roll. That one also has some crazy whip on the right side, which I did not notice on my first ride. Again, it's not one of the best coasters I've ever ridden, but it's certainly an amazing addition to here, and it fits in so well too. Otherwise, the rest of the park also has a lot on offer. It's definitely a family-orientated park, so there's not really a lot there for thrill seekers other than Knight's Tower and Helios, of course. The rest is very family friendly, which is just fine because it's a very small place and the clientele is kids. Even on Helios, you're mostly gonna see kids riding it, but they do an amazing job at theming the place. The place in general almost has like a Europa Park style vibe, especially Helios actually. So yeah, this is definitely a place that understands how to make your ride stand out and how to make the best out of what you've got. Theme it well, make it a good experience. That's how you draw people in. That's how you make people come back. And this is why this is definitely my favorite theme park in Austria, more so than Wiener Prague, just because this place has so much heart. So thanks very much for watching, and thanks for following my Austria trip. Again, this was a family vacation, but I'm so glad I got to go to 3 different coaster locations, including 2 amusement parks. Take care, everyone. See ya! Fuck.